Hello, White Sox fans, and happy Dia de la Pantera. Luis is back today. I can't believe it. So exciting that we, for the first time all year, have Eloy and Luis patrolling the same outfield. We are so close to being at full strength. Of course, we will never have a single day, a single game of this entire year where the entire ideal opening day lineup was playing at the same time because, of course, Nick Madrigal was part of that, and he was never on the field at the same time as Eloy, and now Eloy's back. Nick has been traded. But if we get Yasmani Grandal back without anybody else getting injured, we'll finally be at full strength for the very first time this season. We're not there yet. Yasmani is looking good, by the way. We don't have a timetable exactly, but he is doing baseball activities. He is on the field warming up with the guys. So he is getting closer. We don't have a timetable. We don't know if he's going to be sent on a rehab assignment. Most likely he will. But the good news for today, the one thing we want to focus on is that number 88 is back in center field. He said he feels really good. He's nervous, understandably, coming back from injury, so he's probably going to not be diving for balls quite like we've seen him in the past, at least at first, until he gets a bit more comfortable out there. But anyway, getting on to this video, this is the place where you will make your predictions for this coming week. I was so excited to talk about Luis and the series against the Cubs that I forgot about this. The White Sox are using a picture of myself and my wife from last year's run in their promotions. So keep an eye open for that during the live reads and even in print ads and on the website. And definitely let me know if you will be doing the 5K this year, which as you see is September 18th. I will absolutely be there, and I would love to meet any of you that might be doing that run as well. All right, now back to the recording. That just shows you how big the news is, that I'm opening by talking about Luis Robert coming back, because I'm not talking about, my gosh, what happened in Wrigley Field this last week. The White Sox kind of dominated, and they won 3 different games in 3 different ways, ending with the grand finale. 3 home runs in the first inning of Sunday's game, which was, of course, the first Sunday night baseball on ABC in decades. So how exciting is that? Great time to be a White Sox fan. And here's some kind of surprising stats and facts, considering how long Luis has played with us this year. Adam Engel has more plate appearances than Luis this year, 110 to 103. Billy Hamilton has more plate appearances. Danny Mendick has way more. Brian Goodwin has 166 plate appearances to Luis Roberts' 103. Luis is just a little bit ahead of Jake Lamb and Gavin Sheets. Gavin Sheets was the person that had to be sent down to the minor leagues to make room for Luis's return, which is the right move. It's the good move. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of Jake Lamb being on the team, but when you're looking at what positions we need, we have so many outfielders on the active team right now that sending Gavin Sheets on was the right move. Also, it's really good to have Gavin get those regular at-bats in the minor leagues. I'm guessing his return is going to bring some extra people out to watch him in Charlotte. I hope that's the case. I wish I lived closer to Charlotte, North Carolina. I would love to see that team in person. Speaking of Charlotte and speaking of roster moves, Luis Gonzalez was just released by the White Sox, also today on Monday. He is going to be going under the knife for shoulder surgery. It seems like a surprising move at first because coming into the year, Luis was rated by Fangraphs as the number 16 prospect in the White Sox system. Unfortunately, the White Sox needed to create open space on the 40-man roster, and they did so by removing Luis Gonzalez from it. My guess is that the White Sox will attempt to re-sign him to a minor league deal in the offseason. Actually, since we're talking about minor league numbers, we will go back into the Charlotte hat to look at Luis Gonzalez's year. He ended the season with an on-base plus slugging in the upper 700s, which is good, not great, just a 241 batting average. He, of course, did make his major league debut this year and picked up his first 2 career major league hits, so that was a great highlight for him on the year. But overall, I think you have to acknowledge that this was not a great year for Luis Gonzalez. I'm not sure if his shoulder injury was something that was nagging all season, which might have led to his kind of low batting average. He was limited to just 40 games this year, and in those 40 games, he picked up just 4 doubles, 7 home runs, no triples. So he wasn't hitting for a lot of power this year. It might be related to the shoulder issue. I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully we do see more of Luis Gonzalez in the future, and hopefully he fully recovers. So good luck and get well soon, Luis. And speaking of Luises in the minor leagues, let's just take a quick look and see how Luis Robert did in his minor league rehab assignment. Of course, he played just 4 games at Single A and then 8 games at Triple A. And in AAA, he ended with an on-base plus slugging in the 800s, which is exactly where you want to see him. In those 8 games, he picked up 1 double and 1 home run, had a batting average of .276, and was 2 for 2 in steal attempts. In the field, in his rehab assignment, he played 3 games as designated hitter, 9 games as the starting center fielder, and of course, Gold Glover Luis, he was perfect in the field. Finally, let's take a look at the week ahead. The White Sox start action tonight in Minnesota. It's a 3-game set in the last 3 games against Minnesota this year. You all will get a free look at Monday night's game. Just make your picks to click selections by Tuesday, before first pitch on Tuesday. The White Sox, and the only time anybody in history has said this, will then head over to Iowa to play a game against the New York Yankees. The amazing Field of Dreams game. I can't wait to see that. Actually, hat switch again. Let's get the old logo back on. They'll have a game off on Friday, and that's their last day off until the end of the month. They'll play 2 more games against the Yankees in Chicago to finish off the week. The White Sox have not been great against really good teams, and of course got really smoked by the Yankees earlier this year. So hopefully this is a time to get some revenge. And by the way, with the 3-game sweep against the Cubs over the weekend, the White Sox are now 2 games over 500 on the road. That has been one criticism, that the White Sox haven't played great on the road. And when I saw that, I thought, well, they actually played better than I thought. One of the old Hawkisms is that you want to break even on the road and then excel at home. Well, the White Sox have done that really, really well. So hopefully they can pick it up, especially against over 500 teams, because this is the beginning of that really hard stretch where the White Sox will play the Yankees, the A's, the Rays, and the Jays. All these rhyming teams are first place or at least playoff-bound teams. So yeah, we will see, though. The White Sox will be tested in the second half of August, before then hopefully getting to cool down and just get back into fun baseball against the Cubs. You could see the White Sox players get looser and looser as that weekend set went on against the Cubs. That's how they play their best ball, playing loose, having fun, goofing around, playing games within the game. Billy Hamilton playing rock, paper, scissors with anybody that wanted to challenge him. So hopefully this momentum does carry on. And speaking of momentum, I'm going to make my pick to click. And how can he go against Eloy Jimenez right now? There are so many players that have turned it on. I think Tim Anderson has turned the corner. Yoan Moncada seems to be hitting the ball better as well. And Andrew Vaughn, he's getting a day off today just because he's been playing so much, but he is still just dialed in. He appears to be a can't-miss pick. And Cesar Hernandez, who was my pick to click last week, he really turned in a great week. Yes, he did hit a home run, but really the fact that he got on base just about every single game, I think every game except Sunday, he was drawing walks or getting base hits. Exactly the type of production you want to see out of your number 2 hitter. So make your predictions for the Pick to Click contest in the comments below. I will have a leaderboard update very soon, but until I see you next, play ball and go Sox.